Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol. Now then, it is a beautiful sunny morning. I have lots to talk about. We need to cover Flapgate. We need to talk about me nearly getting to 100,000 subscribers. And most importantly... Yeah, right, okay. Most importantly, we need to take the dogs for a walk. And I also need to give you an update about Darcy, the Petrol Pooch. But I must say, this is my press car. Shush! I'm trying to do my job here. This is my press car this week. The Jeep Wrangler Night Eagle Special Edition. And I have to say, we rather like this car. Now, I've got lots and lots of miles this week, so there's plenty more content on this car coming. But Mrs. Petrol loves it. Shush! I really love it. And I've even been on Auto Trader thinking about buying one. I love it that much. Now then, let's go and get these Herberts a walk, because oh my goodness me, do they need it. Come on, Darcy. Oh man, we are in the most beautiful spell of weather here in the UK at the moment. The last couple of days have been like this, beautiful sunshine. It's quite cold, but it's beautiful and fresh, and it just makes you want to be getting out into the outside, walking. I went for a lovely bike ride yesterday, absolutely lovely. And what we've also got, you might be able to hear in the background, the skylarks are up in the air, and it just makes you feel good to be alive. And I thought I'd just come for a bit of a dog walk, give you a bit of an update, because there's quite a few things happened recently on the channel. So let me go through them in order, and I'll go through the one that amused me the most. I've called it Flapgate. Oh my days, I didn't realise how much I'd upset some of you by putting some mud flaps on my car. I mean, come on people, there's some people really do need to just take a chill pill. It's a bit of fun. They can come off. I like them. I think they look really great. In fact, the big challenge with lots of things you do on YouTube actually is the camera, whether it's a stills camera or video camera, often makes things look a different colour to what they are in the real world. And on camera, those mud flaps look luminous orange, and they're really not. They're not quite the colour of the roof, but you know, getting a colour match for some plastic, for some flaps, that's not going to happen. And maybe I should have gone black, but I think they look really cool. They're a bit of fun. They're different. I quite like the fact that the car looks different. And some of you might say, yes, Ped, that's because no one else is mad enough and stupid enough to put plastic mud flaps on an F54 Clubman. But I just find it really interesting, almost the anger and the vitriol in some of the comments, calling me names and saying I'm stupid, and someone even said I've devalued the car by £3,000. Really? They come off, people. If I want to get rid of the car, I just take them off. And I know I've drilled into the trim, so worst case is I just replace the trim. It's really not a big thing. Anyway, they're not going anywhere for now. I really like them. But I did find it very, very amusing. But in a way, I don't mind, because I love that interaction with you when I do something. I love the comments, and I love the fact that people get you buy into the channel and buy into what I do. It's brilliant. But I did find it amusing. I didn't expect it to be quite so controversial. Come on, dude. Good girl. You're looking so much better, aren't you, mate? Come on. Now, I must say, if you join me for my live stream on Friday, my beer and banter with Ped in my virtual pub. Oh man, I wish I had a virtual pub. Oh, and I can't wait to actually go back to a real pub and drink real ale out of a pump. Oh. Anyway, one of the things that came up on that as a subject is a few of you asked about how the dogs were, and I mentioned that Darcy, the older grey one that's all the way back there, come on dude, she just loves hanging back and sniffing things, that she hadn't been very well last week, and she really hadn't. She went for a walk with our dog walker, and not long into the walk basically just started yelping in pain, and I've never seen her in so much pain. She wouldn't let me near her. And we weren't sure whether it was a back pain, stomach pain, pulled muscle. We really didn't know, so we took her to the vet. The vet didn't really know either. They put her on some very powerful opioid painkillers, and after 2 or 3 hours she still wouldn't let them anywhere near her. She ended up staying in overnight and had lots of tests and scans and things, and we were super worried. I mean, really, really worried. You know, Wednesday, Thursday, we even started thinking that might be it. She came home, the next day with more drugs than the Wolf of Wall Street, basically. And she's been on restricted duty, so she hasn't actually been on a walk for a whole week. She's just been in the house and the garden and stuff. And for a few days she was very, very, really, you know, not herself, just lying in a bed. And then over the last couple of days she's been up and about and jogging and stuff. She's all the way back there, oh my goodness me. I might have to wait for her. But she seems to be on better form. This is her first walk. We're just going to do a little one around the field, so hopefully she's okay. But I just want to say massive thank you to all the people who've been asking after her, because, you know, these pups are very, very special to us. You know, when you don't have kids, you invest your time and your love into dogs, and unfortunately there's like a 15-year cycle with the dog. And at the end of 15 years you have heartbreak, and then you try not to think about that too much. But hopefully she'll catch up soon. Come on, dude! But she's walking better. She's still not perfect. We're hoping to get maybe an MRI scan for her next week so that we can rule out any kind of spinal or skeletal problems. But yeah, fingers crossed, the Petrol pooch will be on the mend. Good girl. Come on, keep going. We go this way. Yeah, there you go. Hallie's just, you know, I'll look after you, don't worry. Stop eating the crops, you idiot. Come on this way. Yeah, good girl. You're mad, you are. Come on, Dust, keep up. Good girl, you're doing so well. Really? It really is a gorgeous day here today. The birds are singing their hearts out, the sun's glaring its beautiful spring-like energy onto everything. It's wonderful. We're so lucky to live where we do and have access on this farm, and then over that way out onto the South Downs. It truly is lovely. But anyway, next thing, last night the first episode of Cycle Sunday dropped on the Petrol YouTube channel. And overnight it's had about 5,000 views, which I'm delighted with, and an overwhelmingly positive response. Hopefully now you've checked it out. If not, I'll put a card above. But also make sure you check out the podcast. And podcasting is really interesting. It's something I've wanted to do for a while, and when Paul and I were talking about the Cycle Sunday project, we said, look, there's so much we want to talk about. There's no way we're going to be able to fit that into a video on YouTube that's not ridiculously long, so let's do a podcast. And who knows, that podcast might gain legs and turn into a series just generally about cycling. And I found the process really, really interesting, learned an awful lot about how to make and publish podcasts, and arguably I'm still learning. But I, you know, overwhelmingly positive. There were a few comments about the whole COVID situation and how come I was able to go up to Edinburgh, and there were only a few comments and overwhelmingly people enjoyed it. But I just wanted to address things. I've said this on the channel many times already. I take the whole COVID thing very, very seriously, but YouTube is now a very large proportion of my job. We checked all the government guidance before we undertook that filming project. We went up there basically and filmed a whole bunch of episodes over a couple of days. There were only Paul and I in the shop. We isolated before and after. We followed all the government guidelines. I wouldn't have been able to fly to Scotland had it not been for that, and we checked everything. We social distanced when we could. Now in last night's episode we could social distance, but in episode 3 where we can't, we wear face masks. And the reason why we timed it as it is will become apparent later on in the episodes, probably about episode 6 or 7. You will realise why we'd invested a lot of time and money into the project, and it got to the point where we had no choice but to film it when we did. We couldn't put it back till the end of the year or till later, and we were super careful, and I just wanted to make sure people realise I'm not a complete idiot or a complete plonker. So yes, anyway, enough of that. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. The bike itself, oh my days, it is gonna be unbelievable. I think now, I won't say what it is in case you haven't seen it. It's one of those spoilers like the Strictly Come Dancing results on the breakfast show, you know. I won't tell you what bike it is. Go over and have a look if you haven't done already, but it's going to be awesome nonetheless. Come on, Dust. Yeah, you're moving really well today, and you, I know you are, you do all the time. Go on, keep going. Good girl. Yeah. Where's your sister? Look, there you go. Now then, the last thing I kind of wanted to talk about is something that is likely to happen within the next week to 10 days. I've seen a huge boost in channel growth the last month. I think I've grown about 6,000 or 7,000 subscribers in the last month. And I am now 1,300 subscribers as of filming this morning, away from the magic 100,000 subscribers. And honestly, I find it really difficult to comprehend that number, to think back on the journey that I've been on to get to what's about to happen. And I hope to do some videos around when it does happen, but I think I wanted to just have a bit of a chat. A bit of a thanks to all of the guys. There's many of you been around since very early days in my channel. But honestly, as a project, as a 5-year project, let's check where the herberts are. Come on! Yeah, they're probably sniffing some dead deer or something. Come on, dude! As a project, I don't think I've worked as hard at something ever in my life, even, dare I say it, my degree. You know, I have put hours and hours and hours into it. 3 videos a week for the last 2 or 3 years. A video every single Friday without fail for 5 years, nearly 5.5 years. Lots of time responding to comments and lots of time planning and prepping and hopefully bringing great content to you, and it's been amazing and I've loved every minute of it. But when I first started out and I watched the channels that inspired me, you know, Seen Through Glass and Shmee and Supercars of London, and those kind of guys who 5 years ago were the kind of epicenter of car YouTube, if you like, and I know some of them still are to this day, I never thought I'd ever get to the point where I'd have 1,000 subscribers, let alone knocking on the door of 100,000. I remember watching channels receive their 100,000 subscriber silver play button. I remember watching Stradman do it. Oh my goodness, he's like over 2 million subscribers now. And thinking, oh, what must that be like? That would be great. Well, it's about to happen. At my current growth rate, I should do it this week, within the next 7 days. I'm currently growing about 200 subscribers a day. So if you haven't subscribed, or you've got friends who haven't subscribed, send them the link and get them to subscribe. Maybe we can get that to go faster. But yeah, it's amazing. And then I've got to think what the motivation is going to be beyond that. And I just think the motivation beyond that is I've hit that marker, now let's really go for it. Let's get the channel to a point where I work with more car brands, I get access to some more amazing cars and some more amazing opportunities. I've got so many incredible things planned this year that I can't currently share with you because they're still in the planning phase. But honestly, a couple of the things I'm going to bring to you this year, they blow my mind that I've even been given the opportunity to do them, let alone create content and share them. Oh, that sun's so bright, I might have to hold the camera this side. So I really am trying to up my game. And I just want to bring you along for the ride. For me, this is our channel. We kind of created it together. I create the content and you make the content fly by watching it and commenting on it. Come on, you two. Where is she? Alibab! Incoming. Yeah, we're gonna do it, guys. Unless I suddenly get a mass, you know, mass desubscribing happening and I'm going to lose loads of subscribers. But I mean, interestingly, if you look at your analytics, I have a net gain of subscribers on a daily basis, but you still lose subscribers every day. People unsubscribe to the channel all the time. So if you look at your subscribers gain versus subscribers lost, it's quite interesting. And I don't get that because I don't think I've ever unsubscribed to a channel ever. But people do, I guess. So yeah, that's it. I thought I'd just do a quick dog walk. Now I'm going to go back. I'm going to edit this and get it uploaded, and then I've got a really busy week this week. I'm actually away all week. I'm going to be doing lots and lots of miles in that Jeep, and I'm going to find that really interesting. I think one of the ways I got that car, I pitched Jeep the idea. I said, look, I love the Wrangler. I've done lots and lots of off-roading and extreme stuff in Wranglers before, but I've never spent a lot of time driving one. I've never done lots and lots of miles in one, and I'd love to see if that's something that you can do. And they said, great, there's the car. So there we go. So busy day. You guys stay safe. I'll see you for the midweek 180 on Wednesday, and then this Friday. Oh, we got a special car this Friday. If you like Italian rally cars, then Friday is for you guys. Definitely for you. But on that note, come on you two. Darcy Bear, come on. See, she's doing quite well, look. Come on. She's moving really well. So we're much less worried about her now. Aren't you, dude? You got everybody really worried. But on that note, guys, I'll see you on the next film, guys. If you like this one, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol. Plenty more content to come. I need another 1,300 subscribers, people, and we will hit that magic 100,000 mark, which is mind-blowing. I'll see you on the next film. You take care. Drive safe.